America's public enemy number one in the United States is drug abuse. It is necessary to wage a new all-out offensive.
And we have a story here, a 65-year-old abducted by violent street gang being held for $10,000 ransom. This one comes out of Montana. Let me calm my nerves here. It's upsetting reading this stuff. So Lawrence Worth, 65 of Montana, was likely relaxing after a good meal around 6:45 p.m. Saturday when a group of men in matching uniforms, wearing badges and sporting tactical gear, came to his door. His guest, Jonathan Potter, 38, answered the door and cooperated with the demands of the men as they asked him to show them around the house. When he led the men into the basement, where he kept and tended to his 47 cannabis plants, all in different stages of vegetation. Were quickly detained. Once detained, the men looted the residence, taking possession of the plants, 3 pounds of dried cannabis, and roughly $7,000 in cash. The men were put in handcuffs and taken to the Gallatin County Detention Center, where a $10,000 ransom was put out for their release. They've been accused of criminal production of dangerous drugs, possession with intent to distribute dangerous drugs, and use of property for the manufacturing of dangerous drugs. Worth and Potter's captors have threatened to take possession of the home by force. Assailants have been identified as members of the Bozeman Police Department. So, have you heard of civil forfeiture, asset forfeiture? Yes. So, when they catch you growing, if you're renting your house, they typically don't do anything because they're like, oh, the landlord doesn't know. Or sometimes they do go after the landlord. They being these people we pay to keep us safe, can steal your house from you.
They could say that you funded your home using drug money, so it's now ours. We're going to auction it off, and we're going to use that money to help fight the drug war. I don't know what's more evil than that. Like, I don't know what's more evil than that. You haven't created any victims yet. The government can come in and make you a POW, take all of your possessions, and then use that to fund them doing that to other people. You know who did that? Back in the 1930s and 40s? Any hints? You know, maybe a certain European country that had this flag that no one likes today. The Germans did that to the Jews. That's exactly what they did. They took, because the Jews in the time were very wealthy, and they took over the Jews' wealth and used that wealth to fund taking more Jews. And that's exactly what they're doing to the victims of the drug war.
Could it possibly be that the system sees how productive a community can be without tyrannical leadership, and for that reason they want to keep them down? Because if you're too productive as a community, you're going to come up against the elites that are.
I can tell you right now, from like my involvement with wars, they fund themselves. They fund themselves because once you can take other people's stuff, it becomes yours. Then you can sell it, and it's self-funding.
It is an actual rape and pillage like the barbarians used to do. That is what. But we have uniforms now. We have these fancy badges. And titles, job titles always make people feel good. And those cool uniforms, they feel great after 15 weeks of training because you're totally ready and mentally prepared to walk around with a gun and face all the dangers in your community after 15 weeks.
And decide life and death. Let's not forget, because they do. They give them a gun so they can decide life and death.
I'm the Commander-in-Chief, and I approve this message. Visit platoon420.com today and take the pledge. I will stand tall in the face of tyranny for the best interest of myself and my community. I denounce the archaic drug laws that have made victims of people they were written to protect, and I will not support any legislation that regulates what a person puts in their body.